Thank you, Pastor. Now, I'm so glad to be here. Praise the Lord. I want to show you a PowerPoint because the teaching is based upon the PowerPoint presentation. But in the meantime, we can begin. In John 14, Jesus is speaking to his disciples. And then what he says is the following. He says, trust in God and trust in me. He says, do not be afraid. Trust in God and trust in me. Now, when he says trust in God, to which God is he referring to? In the world, there are many, 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 many gods. For example, in India, someone told me there are 300 million gods. And outside of India, there are many other gods. Which God is Jesus referring to when he says, trust in God? Well, he is obviously referring to the one true God who created the heavens and the earth. There are many, many false gods, shall I say, but there is only one God. I have to tell you which one it is. Title? Okay, try to find it. In the world there are many gods, millions of gods, but the one that Jesus is referring to when he says trust in God, he's referring to the one true God who created the heavens and the earth. How many of you would prefer to trust in a false God? Would you raise your hand if you would prefer to trust in a false God? No one has raised their hands. Okay? It doesn't matter what your religion is. You do not want to believe in a false God. You could be a Hindu, a Christian, a Catholic, a Buddhist. Doesn't matter what you are. Doesn't matter what your religion is. You want to trust in the one true God. Correct?
That's right.
Are we in agreement with that? Yes. Okay. Now, how do we know that there is only one true God? How do we know that there are not several true gods? Well, let me ask you a question. How many biological fathers do you have? How many biological fathers do you have? Raise your hand if you have one biological father. Okay, thank you. Very good. Now, second question, how many of you have more than one biological father? Raise your hand if you have more than one biological father. Okay, I see that no one has raised their hand. It is impossible to have more than one biological father, correct? You can have many adopted fathers, many foster fathers, but biological fathers, only one. In the same way, there is only one true God who created the heavens and the earth. There is only one true God who created us, and we call him our Father in heaven. So when Jesus said, trust in God, he's referring to the one true God, and there's only one who created the heavens and the earth. And then he said something very interesting, trust also in me. Trust also in me. Now, why is it not enough to trust in the one true God? Isn't that enough? Why do we have to also believe in Jesus? By the way, another name for Jesus is Isa. Isa, Jesus. Are you able to find it yet?
I have tried getting there.
Getting there? Okay. I beg your patience for a moment. We need to have this PowerPoint presentation. Okay, that's the one. That is G at the top.